think it's like 1.5 inches, looks like 1.5 inches. It is 1.5 inches exactly. When I tell my wife something is 7 inches, it actually is 7 inches. Even though the tape measure might say 4 inches, sometimes it's actually right. Sorry, that's something else I got going on the side. Let's get back to work. What's up? This is Casey from Casey's Customs. In this video, we're going to work on this custom 1955 Ford truck. I'm going to reintroduce you to the build. I actually started this several years ago on YouTube before I was doing these videos very seriously. We're going to do a bunch of work to it, and then we're going to take it over to my other shop to get started on paint. Let's go.
How that sound? Yeah, that sound good. Tell them bring it down. Like so Whitney's in your town. Don't forget the dollar sign. How that sound? Yeah, that sound good. Tell them get in line. Hold it down, hold it down. Came up from the underground.
So we are back on this 1955 Ford truck. I haven't really quit working on it by any means, but I definitely haven't been putting any hours in it that I should be. And we're going to change that now. It's time to refocus, really hit this thing hard. I've been here for 3 years. This is actually my father-in-law's truck. It's kind of been an open checkbook type of a deal. Whatever I want to do, you know, we just kind of talk back and forth, and it's just, let's go crazy. Let's make it extreme. This really has potential to be the best build I've ever done. It's a 3-year build, but we lost over a year waiting on a frame. We lost 6 months waiting on an engine, all that kind of stuff. And then the bad thing with the frame, even after the year, we didn't like the frame we got. I wasn't very happy with it. So ended up making our own frame from scratch. I've done a couple videos on this, but they're super old. They're still on the channel. I'll show a little bit of footage from those videos here, but they're not great by any means. It was kind of before we figured out what we were doing with the whole YouTube thing. Proper editing, proper filming, all the stuff we should have been doing in the first place probably 3 years ago. But one cool thing I did with this, we built the frame from scratch, and he's super tall. He's like 6'4", 6'5". And not only did we build this frame from scratch, we built the floor from scratch. So even though this is a chopped truck, quite literally laying on the ground, there is all kinds of headroom in it, plenty of room. I had the 2010 Camaro seats that were in that 56. We put them in this. They looked perfect. You could sit in there, awesome. My dad's 6'4" too. He got in there, plenty of leg room, plenty of everything, which is really nice because anybody that knows these trucks, especially chopped, you start running out of room really quickly. But whenever you make everything yourself, you kind of have a chance to change the proportions a little bit. So the floor is actually sunk down, I think 3 inches from where the stock floor would be. I did a video on that, making the floor from scratch, but it's time to get back on it. It's actually to the point where it's almost ready for paint. I still have a couple things I need to make, but we were waiting on a hood. We were waiting on a grill. We were waiting on all kinds of stuff for the longest time. I couldn't find them. I found brand new parts. I wasn't very happy with them. A lot of people that have had these hoods brand new, it's like $1,000 hood brand new. And I've seen guys buy a brand new hood and then have to cut it up because it's, you know, a quarter inch off here, quarter inch off there. I did not want to do that. I wasn't a fan of it. Also, they don't even remake the grill I like. They're not reproducing those yet. That was the one I wanted. Took forever to find it, but I actually did finally find a used one. Very, very happy. The only problem was the used parts we ended up getting are perfect, but they weren't just parts. I actually bought a whole truck because of them. That's what this guy is. So we have this one. What we're gonna do with this build is we're gonna rob all the parts off of it that we need to use on the nice truck. And then we're gonna end up just doing a RATROD 55 Ford truck. We'll probably end up doing a giveaway on that one. It'll be its own build series. That one actually doesn't need nearly as much as this one does, so that one might end up getting done before this one, but that's a whole different video, a whole different story. What we're doing now, I have to move the shop around. It took me about an hour to get the 57 Chevy over there because she is a heavy bitch. This 57's gotta go on a diet. Oh, he's so heavy. Oh, you big bitch. Hey, you gotta lose some weight. What we're doing now, this is actually going to my other shop where the 65 Mustang is. And since we're getting ready to do body work and paint on the Mustang, it's a perfect time to go ahead and start doing body work and paint on this. It has some stuff that still needs fabricated. That's what we're going to do right now. The main thing I'm going to work on before the tow truck gets here is I need to make another running board. Obviously, I have the driver's side done. It looks awesome. We need to match it. The only thing I have right now is a bent piece of sheet metal. It needs a lot of structure added. We need to get our curves cut, all that fun stuff. So we're gonna do that now. Hopefully we get that done before the tow truck gets here, and then we're gonna take it over to the other shop. So let's get to work. Here's the best way to find out exactly where you want something. There you We'll lay the airbags right on top of it. That's not bad right there. Hopefully it matches. So what I like to do when I'm cutting something out, I like to completely miss, where I marked cutting it, and then we have to take it all back apart and finalize the shape with the grinder. I do that on purpose because I'm so good. Check it out. Damn, that looks good. We got to weld some inner bracing. We'll do that right now, but sitting pretty nice. Oh man, I love this truck. Let's get back to work. It's hard not to just look at it because I really like to look at it. So I bought a new ring light for this shop because this shop has dark spots in it. I'm wondering, who the hell needs a ring light that tall? Holy shit. Oh, God. God, is that you? Okay, maybe I like it this tall. My bad. Okay, I kind of like it up there. I bet I still look like shit, but that's okay. All right, let's work. Here is what we have to do on these. Now that we have this matching up to our fenders, we need to put a piece of metal in there, and then that piece of metal will bolt to our fenders. It'll squeeze them together. It'll also kind of help the slack in the fenders a little bit. So we need to measure this. I think it's exactly 1.5 inches, but I'll have to double check. And we're gonna put 1.5 inch plate all along in there. So let's do that real quick. How goddamn good I am. I was like, I think it's like 1.5 inches. Looks like 1.5 inches. It is 1.5 inches exactly. So yeah, when I tell my wife something is 7 inches, it actually is 7 inches. Even though the tape measure might say 4 inches, sometimes it's actually right. Sorry, that's something else I got going on the side. Let's get back to work.
You better turn up. You better be there when I shake. Watch me rocking if I can't stop. If I should fall, just go ahead.
Why do you hate me, Welder?
Go and catch me, baby.
Check it out. Got it all done. It looks absolutely amazing. I'm very, very happy with it. I love that just super simple design. I love doing that, especially on low, just hammered trucks sitting on the ground. It looks so great. So very exciting. Funny story, the whole reason we were working on the 55 today was because it's gonna get picked up by a tow truck, go to the other shop. So had to move the 57 around, had to do all kinds of stuff. And sure enough, it's 5 o'clock on Friday and I haven't heard from the tow truck company. So they might not be picking that up today or not. So if we still have a little bit of time to work on this before I have to call it a day and get this video to Richard, I'm gonna start working on the hood. I'm gonna show you what I gotta do. Also, I don't know what the hell my neighbor is doing over there, but it just sounds like a power washer. So I don't know if he has had a power washer running the entire day, but he's working over there apparently. So yeah, I gotta find a sawhorse to put this hood on. Good thing I'm strong, because this is really light. Fuck. Super easy. Let me show you what goes on with these hoods. They have a nut that is welded in the hood support. And apparently whenever they go bad, you're just completely screwed, and they tend to go bad often just the way the hinge sits. It just likes to hold water in there. Somebody has already drilled that one out, or it looks like maybe they torched it out. Did the same thing here, and then this one, it looks like the bolt just snapped. So the nut is still there, the bolt's in it. This one looks like it might actually still be good, where I don't have to do anything to it. So there's 4 that need replaced. In this one, looks like I might only have 3. Well, here's the funny thing. I had to do this on the other hood I had on the truck. That is the hood that's currently out here on our parts truck. I literally had to do this to this hood, and the whole reason, whenever I was having issues with it, I couldn't figure out, why the hell is it doing this? And I'll get a new hood, and I found a forum online, and apparently they are just known for this. They do this on basically every hood, and since an original hood is a lot better than an aftermarket hood, this is just something you have to deal with. So what we're gonna do is, I have the right nuts that the bolt takes. It also takes a special bolt with a shank on it, which is a real pain in the ass. But what I'm gonna do is get this all ground up. These, obviously, I'm gonna probably drill out. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do that yet. And then we will weld the nuts in there. Then we can actually bolt it on with our hood hinges and everything. So I don't know if I'm gonna get all that done in this video, but we're gonna go ahead and get started on it now.
You better grab that tambourine. Bring the bass, we might be sleeping.
So that's going to be the end of our video. What I will do in the next video, whenever we work on this, is take all these bolts out. You don't want to pull them out while it's still hot, because you can actually ruin the threads since you just welded on it, obviously. But what we'll do is I'll clean the face up with a grinder, and we'll be able to bolt this hood up, be able to put the hood hinges back on, which is really nice. The only reason I haven't put this hood on is because I needed to do this, and I just, got busy with whatever else. But we made a lot of good progress today, and I'm really happy. Not happy that the tow truck didn't show up, even though I called him 8 hours ago. But hey, that's life. Shit happens. This is sitting pretty. God, I love this truck so much. We have got to work on this thing more. I am making a promise to YouTube. But yeah, that's a video, baby. I'm out. Peace. I'm very happy to get some work done on it. Like I said, it hasn't been at the top of the priority list because I've had so much other stuff going on. But now that I'm not doing customer cars anymore, we can really focus on it and get this one done. I really wanted to be doing body work on it while we're doing body work on the Mustang. It'll kind of help them both get done a little bit quicker. So stay tuned for all that. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff I tell you at the end of videos, and check out some of my other videos. Peace. Love ya.
I've really been addicted to you. All of my attention I've been giving to you. Caught up in my